What's up, subscribers, new watchers, NFL fans? Welcome to my channel. This is just a casual channel. I put things on here that I enjoy, NFL related, football related for the most part. And I'm going to continue part 2 of my All-Pro Football 2K8 replay highlights to give you guys out there and you younger guys out there who play Madden, who have never even played All-Pro Football, give you guys an example of what a real football game looks like and what you're missing because the license is being monopolized by the crooked company, EA. Alright, so this highlight, I'm going to start you off with my favorite highlight. Let's just break the ice with the best. And this is a highlight with DeMarco Murray on the Eagles. And in this replay, it shows off the dynamic nature and the fluidness of the running in All-Pro Football 2K8. I mean, this is just an amazing looking play. And keep in mind, this is the computer making this play. Okay? And look how badass this play turns out to be. I'm going to do it in slow motion. So it's one of those screen passes, but watch these moves that he does. You want to talk about animations and juke moves, and I mean, look at that. He even high steps to get away from 91. And he finally gets brought down. Let's just watch that again. Spins, does a little stutter step, jukes there left, high steps, and he's gone. Now this is the CPU, guys. I mean, you watch the indie games that are being put out there. I just saw the Canadian football video from Ryan Moody and the Canuck Gaming guys, and I totally respect what they're doing. I applaud them. I give them 10 out of 10 for their effort and what they're trying to do, and I'm going to support them. But it shows you how much we should appreciate games like All-Pro Football. Yes, it's older, but you know what? Look at the games that are coming out. Look at the games from the indie developers. Look how difficult it is and challenging it is to make a decent game. I mean, the way the guys running these indie games look like, just basically like sticks that are running, and they don't have they're very limited in their moves. They don't have a lot of fluidness. There's so many things that need to be done to improve those games. And like I said, I know firsthand what it takes to make these type of games, and I can tell you that it is like climbing 10 Mount Everests, okay, without any water or food. I mean, it is a feat that you just can't understand. It's ridiculous, and it's mind-blowing. So I give these guys credit to even be able to show a game that looks like football, let alone make it something that competes with a game like Madden or All-Pro Football or Backbreaker. So when I watch these replays or when I play All-Pro Football, I appreciate this game. Even games like NFL Fever, 2K5, 2K4, I appreciate them because they did it right. I mean, are as close to right as possible. I mean, they have a lot of great pieces that that allow you to enjoy football for what it was meant to be, not some jacked up buggy game. And there's no perfect game out there, right? I mean, look at those moves, man, in real time. I love this play. I absolutely love this play. I mean, that's some sick running right there. Sick. Absolutely sick. And people want to talk about how All-Pro Football was cute and cute animations, and I hear people say that, and it's like, you're missing the boat, man. These aren't just cute animations. These are physics. These are real life movements. This is player versus player, stick skills versus stick skills, football IQ versus football IQ. I mean, this is just my favorite. This game is my favorite. And people say how, I've heard people say that Madden and Madden 17 is, they're happy with the gameplay. The gameplay is not the problem. And I think that that is absolutely asinine. The gameplay is the problem. I play this game because of the gameplay. I play because, think about it, all it has is a small season with limited number of teams, you know? And I play this game because of the gameplay. Backbreaker, same thing. Very limited, no franchise really. I mean, it has a franchise, but I mean, it's for a multi-year season, but not a franchise. It's just a play each game. It's a season, you know, and then you add a new season after that. But I mean, it's very limited, and I play that game because of the gameplay. Madden, I would play it if the gameplay was decent, and it's just not. It's just so buggy and nasty looking, and it's basically a legacy code that's faulty, that's built upon, you know, patches and band-aids and hot fixes, and the game is loaded, inundated with bugs that will never ever become fluid because they're dealing with a faulty product. You know, it's like having a computer that has viruses and you trying to make it streamlined. It's not going to work. You need to start over. So I'm going to keep going. I spent a long time on this video just to get started. I get into my rants. But I'm going to keep going, and let's watch some more videos here. But this one is my favorite, and wanted to share this one with you guys because it is remarkable. Alright, so in this one, we're going to show you a replay of the AI again, and Winston here on the Buccaneers, and just show how he can elude defenders, and it's a nice little run I saw that I thought I liked, that showed off the abilities and what you can do in this game if you have them set right. I'm gonna go ahead and run it in slow motion here. You know, he's in the pocket, doesn't see much, and he eludes number 26, and then he just takes off. And you know what's cool about it is that it's amazing. I mean, you can watch these plays. I can pick any replay. I can literally just save any replay, and if you just watch the way players move, you know, and how they all react. I mean, that pocket is sweet, you know. It's so dynamic. It's such an evolving. It's a. I mean, look at where it starts, you know, and look at what it evolves to really quick. It's like, it's just. I mean, even number 69. Look how number 69 crosses over. So 70 on the offensive line tries to take number 72, and then they basically cross around, which is, you know, people might think that's a bug, or they might say, but this is just dynamic blocking here. This is something that Madden doesn't have, has never had, I don't think. A pocket that can be so dynamic and so smart, where it can pick up defenders and try to block for the quarterback or the running back or whoever it might be. And it's a living organism. You know, you have the defenders that are trying to come through at their own rates, whether they're doing this switch over move and they're crossing over each other, or they're just sweeping or doing a bull rush or spin, whatever it might be, and it just automatically just, you know, evolves. Now, another thing I notice on here is if you look at number 23, he basically gets juked because he tries to cut off the receiver's route, and watch how he slips trying to come back. I mean, look at that. When do you ever see those type of animations? I mean, this is just the detail and the quality that 2K put into this game. And the guys out there that don't play 2K, never played this game, you are missing a treat, because these are just things that aren't even part of the main play. I mean, look at this. He gets juked out of his shoes practically, and he gets to the point where he needs to turn around right away, and he slips, and that's not even part of the main play. I mean, as the player, as the guy who's playing this game, You know, you're over here. You're basically, you know, you're the defender at this point over here. You know, you're over here looking at this. You're not even part of that play. And look at the way that the cornerback slips over there. I mean, that to me is amazing. All right, let's get back to the play here. So it just baffles me that this game is from 2007 and Madden is still the garbage that it is. Absolute garbage. I don't care what game changers are going out there, who's going out there, what they're saying, what they're doing. The game is absolutely it's humiliating to even dare play that game. You know, it is a oh man, it's such a shame. It's such an insult to deal with that stupid game when you have a game that's this fluid, and this is almost 10 years ago. Makes me sick. So, anyways, you see he eludes. He's off to the races, and he gets about 20 yards. And this is just the AI, you know, showing off the abilities and what these guys can do. That's Winston, and in real life he'd do the same thing. So thought I'd share that one with you guys. Thought it was a cool video replay, and just shows off the depth of this game. So this play is one that I like because it shows the way the receivers and the DBs, how they interact, and how precise the ball makes it through any hole without any warping or any type of weird animations. And this game's not perfect. I mean, there are times where, you know, where it does do a little bit of that at times, but for the majority of the time, you know, you feel like you're where the ball is and how it's projecting through the air. The defender and the wide receiver, they, wherever they're moving, wherever the momentum is taking them, the ball and that momentum they're independent of each other. You know, I'll show you this play. This is my old team when I used to play with Doug Flutie. You know, is his Canadian team, and this is just a cool play where he rolls out. I'll show you. He rolls out. And he makes this lofty pass all the way down the sideline to Reed. I believe that's Reed over there. And you know, you see this pass is going, it's floating, floating, floating. I mean, look how much time the defender has to try to cut off that play. You know, and the defender, the DB, the cornerback, he's trying to make a play. But what happens is he reaches up and the ball's a little low. You see how the ball's low? And it goes right through his hand. I mean, he could have, look at that, it goes right underneath his hand. So, I mean, he could have grabbed it. And if this was Madden, you know, if this was another type of game, there's a good chance that that ball would have hit some force field or something in here, and it would have been either blocked, intercepted, or some other animation. But this cornerback takes a bit of a jump, but he mistimes it, and he goes over it, and then Reed adjusts and makes a catch underneath. I like this play because it just shows you how true to reality this game can be, and I'll show it to you in fast motion here. And how, you know, those little plays, those are the things that matter. Those are the things that make this game special. So let's keep going. All right, so here's another play that I like that shows off the beauty of this game. You know, these are just some standard rosters here. Chicago Bears on the other side, but let's check it out. So it's just going to show how when you're under pressure as a QB, you know, that's Mike Singletary, I think. Who is that? Oh, that's Dent. Okay. So Dent is coming after Aikman. Aikman eludes. Okay. So right there is a cool move, you know. which we see that a lot. I mean, that elude move is, I've seen that animation. It's one of the few that you have for eluding defenders, but it's cool because you get as a quarterback. And by the way, that's the CPU. That's the QB. The quarterback moves, they're limited, but even when you use them and there's interactions and you see collisions with the other players, you still have stumbling and different types of animations that happen that are secondary to that move. So I mean, you might have some basic elude moves, and I can show you them in practice mode if you guys ever want to see that. But but when they also get hit and there's collisions, then they go into different animations. So I mean, it's a nice set of moves overall. But he eludes there, and he starts to get under pressure. You have the Fridge coming after him. The Fridge takes a nice little jump to try to block him. But on the run, which Aikman does not throw on the run, he throws a lofty pass to the corner. It's a short pass, and the safety there just comes across and just snatches it. And he takes it back to the house. Okay? So let's go ahead and just watch it. Let's watch it from the safety's perspective. You can kind of see, where they're going. And he doesn't know where to go. He turns, he keeps going back and forth. He sees the ball, he catches it, and he's gone. It's another play there I liked. Thought it showed off the dynamics of the defense and how this game. If you're under pressure and you're a quarterback and you throw it short, you're going to pay. You're going to pay in this game. So you have to be careful how you throw the ball. You have to kind of set your feet. If you want to get a good play off, you want to set your feet and you want to be able to throw it with your shoulder square, and your feet at a good stance. And if you don't, you can get in trouble. So hopefully you guys enjoy these videos. I'm going to be doing more. I know this was a shorter one. I'll have more replays to do. But in the meantime, hope you enjoyed it. Look at the cheerleaders out there doing their thing. They're just dancing, doing their thing out there. And you have the press. It's just a great game, man. You have security guys back there. You have all this equipment guys. You have the camera. I mean, this stuff, when you look at these indie games out there, all of this stuff here adds up to the flair, You have guys that are just moving around, the coach. You take this game and you add the latest graphics to it. You have the fans, blowing back there. There's so many cool things going on in the background. I'm just trying to show you guys the animations back here, and these are the little things, that people don't really see. You got a guy checking his camera back there, making sure his camera's okay. We're over here. Yeah, it looks good. You got the police officer looking up back there. I mean, look at the police officer, the security guard back there, just watching. He's watching around, making sure everybody's behaving. No one's getting out of hand. But I mean, it's the little things that count, guys. The fans. Let's take a look at the fans. They stand up. They're waving, jumping. Some guys are standing. Some are just sitting there. It's just such a special game. And, there are a lot of people out there who never played this game. Never even gave it a chance. So, I suggest anybody who wants to play a legitimate football game, go ahead and pick up a copy of All Pro Football 2K8. Don't play Madden. Madden is trash. Don't waste your time. You want to play it for the NFL and you get enjoyment out of it, or you want to play online franchise with your boys, go for it. Have a blast. I don't really care if people play what you want to play, but at the end of the day, don't tell me Madden is a good game. Don't tell me it's a good game, because you're just lying to yourself. You want to play it because it's the NFL or it has some things that other games don't have, go for it. Have fun, But this game is my favorite. and I guarantee if you play it, it'll be your favorite as well. All right, guys. Until next time. Hope you have a good one. Peace.